Hey guys, Pretzelman 945 here. Welcome back to episode 5 of the podcast.
Yes, sir. Episode 5.
How we doing, Seth?
I'm doing pretty good. I beat Dark Souls 1.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice to hear.
It's like an 8 out of 10 game. That game is really good.
You switched to Dark Souls 3 now?
Yeah, so my buddy who's beaten all of them, I was talking to him about it and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to play Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and then like Elden Ring and then Sekiro and so on and so forth." And he was like, "Nah, bro. You got to trust me. Play 1, 3, 2 Elden Ring." And I was like, "Why 1, 3, 2?" So Miyazaki, the guy who like directs all the Souls games, he after Dark Souls 1 for some reason, they like fired him. They fired him completely. So he wasn't part of Dark Souls 2. So it's extremely different.
Dark Souls 2 is? Like, in
Yeah.
what way? Like, combat-wise or something?
Um More like the world gameplay wise, like a bunch of stuff and
Is
a
it
majority of the game is just a little different.
different as in considered worse,
Yeah, it is. It's considered the worst game.
but still not a bad game?
I've heard different. I've heard from it depends. I have it. I've played a
Okay,
little bit. It's not bad so far, but I could definitely feel the difference. You know what I mean?
okay.
And my buddy was like, "Yeah, just keep playing Dark Souls 3 because it's more similar to 1, and it's like you don't want to get out of that flow." You know what I mean?
Interesting. Okay.
And I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
So, segment that we said that we do that we haven't done in ages is like that thing is like high, low of the week or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude, let's do it. You
You
want to
go
go
first.
first?
No, you go first.
Okay. My high of the week. I beat Dark Souls 1.
Is that your high of the week?
That okay? I'll take since I already said that. I'll replace it. I had authentic ramen for the first time the other day, and
Like
it was
not
really.
just
It was.
because I haven't had ramen before in general.
You've never had ramen noodles?
No, I've always
You
wanted to
gotta. Yeah,
try it, but
you should try them. Um, I will say. So like obviously there's a lot of different types. There's the packet you can get that you can cook, and then there's like the
that
cup you can get you can put in the microwave,
yeah, that's like the
and then
instant ramen, which is way different from the kind that I know they serve in like actual Japanese restaurants or whatever.
right, and then I had like authentic like real ramen like the other day. It was really good. It was
Mm.
um, let me. I'll just hold on. They like I wasn't. It's weird because I like the ramen that you cook on the pot,
The
not like
instant?
the cup noodles aren't that great.
Okay.
But like the one that you cook in like on a pot on the stove, it's not too bad. But after having this, dude, I don't know if I can go back, bro. It's
So you had like a proper Asian restaurant?
yeah, they didn't have any forks. I sent you a picture of this,
Oh shit, yo, that looks fire.
dude. It was awesome.
Um, so my high of the week is on Monday I had dinner with a friend, and then after went to go play baseball with him and a whole big group of guys.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was like my first time playing baseball in like close to a decade, I think.
Wow. Yeah.
It's been like a crazy long time. Um, and yeah, it
Baseball's
was it was a
cool.
lot of fun. Um, so what else you been up to?
Nothing much, man. Just working. Oh, I'm gonna try. I guess I'm not gonna say any location names, but I'll tell you. I'm gonna try to come home in either early August or late July.
Oh, okay.
for like a week. So
Oh
you might have to
yeah.
do. I have to grab some food or something. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I don't, I'm pretty sure my next college semester starts on August 14th. So as long as it's before that, then we'd be fine.
It should be. It's just I don't know because our schedule for when we like go on water is like really not set in stone. If you know what I mean. Like it's just like play it by
Makes
ear. But
sense.
to my brain, here's how it's like we go for like a few weeks and then we're here for like a while. So I'm waiting. So right now I'm in this period where I'm here for a while, but I'm waiting until we go and then we come back because I have to I have to build up more time to leave because you build up I get 30 days a year of leave, but I get it in like sections, you know what I mean? So like in July I should
Right.
have my 5 days. It's like I think it's like 2.5 days every month.
Okay.
I think that's what the math is. I honestly don't remember, but
That's really good. 30 days
yeah,
in a year? That's a lot of
yeah,
leave time.
not counting holidays.
Oh, that's not counting holidays?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now you can take off, you can use that time for more holiday time,
Oh, that's really cool, actually.
like I didn't really understand this holiday, but you know Juneteenth.
Did you not like not know what it was, you mean?
No one on my boat knew. I I had no idea, and that our like CO came down and he was like, "Hey, you guys have off today. It's Juneteenth." We were like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Oh.
Cool. So I went home.
Wait, recently? Or
Yeah, it was June 18th. I think it was last Tuesday.
you went home like just for the day?
Yeah, because it was a holiday.
Did you have enough time to like drive back and forth? It is an 18-hour drive.
Oh no! Not home, not home. I meant like my home here.
Oh, I was so confused.
Yeah, I guess that could be little confusing.
I was like, what? I was like, the fuck you mean? Um, oh, what have I done this week? I caught up on a lot of YouTube.
Heck yeah.
I missed a lot of YouTube for my vacation, so I spent like good 1 or 2 days catching up on that. I also had like a ton of podcasts to catch up on, so I spent like another couple of days like just uh playing video games and listening to those. I played like uh Smash, Minecraft, a little bit of Skyrim and Fall Guys. Played a ton of Fall Guys.
Nice. Fall Guys is fun.
Um, and then I finished an incredible anime,
What anime?
Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah, how'd you feel about Devil May Cry Baby?
Incredible show.
It was good, but it was weird, right?
Um, it was weird, but like it was so good that I didn't really care.
Right.
It was honestly well, it's by far the most graphic show I've ever seen. Uh, for one
I think
thing.
the most.
Like both in the explicit content and in terms of like gory violence. Uh
I think I don't remember which one is more gory, but you were talking about watching a comic, a kill.
that one? No, Kill la Kill is the one I was talking about.
Oh, Kill a Kill. The
Yes.
most gory anime I've ever seen, and I only watched it because people were telling me it's the goriest anime they've ever seen, is a show called Blood Sea. and it's not a good show. But you know, the freak I was 4 years ago was like, let's watch this really gory anime show. It was fucking gross. Like looking back,
Um,
that shit was so gross.
yeah, I've got another recommendation from this guy I'm in a Discord server with, and he's like you like Devil May Cry, you're gonna like 91 Days, so I started that this morning.
I've heard of 91 Days. I heard it's really good.
I watched I'm on the third episode. It's only 14 episodes. Um,
Right.
it's pretty good so far. It's really interesting. It's like set during Prohibition America, and it's like about like mafia gangs and
Ooh,
like revenge and shit. It's pretty cool.
I'll have to check it out. That does sound sick.
I think it's decent. Well, I'm only on the third episode, so you might find it better. I also started rewatching Free Reign last night.
I have that on my to watch list because fuck, I have that on my to watch list because it's been popping up everywhere on the internet for me. But my buddy told me to watch Horiyama.
What?
Horiyama.
What the fuck is that?
It's a romance anime. Apparently, it's
Oh,
really
you mean
good.
Horimiya?
No, Horiyama.
Horiyama. That was Horiyama. How do you spell that?
H-O-R Hori Hori Yama.
Dude, you're thinking of Horimiya.
Is it not Horiyama?
No, it's Horimiya.
Hori what?
Horimiya.
Nia?
Mia, as in M. It's Horimiya.
Hold on.
So I was like, I've heard of Horimiya. I've not heard of Horiyama before.
Oh,
And
I thought it was Horiyama for
when I
sure.
type in Horiyama, it pops up as Horimiya. So,
Yeah, okay. My bad. Yeah, that one.
yeah, I've heard good things about that. It's not currently on my watch list, but I might put it on there. You have to tell me if it's good or not.
I will, because I'm here to tell you, I'm here to say it. I'm here for a hot take. But
What?
before we get into my random spew, we got to do the worst part of the week.
Oh, that was the entire fucking point of the segment, wasn't it? It's like I thought it was like
It's both.
never mind. Right.
It's the lowest, a random thing, and then the best part.
Okay. Uh,
So we
then
forgot two. So
what's your low of the week then?
I went to go fix my truck yesterday, and I thought I fixed the problem, and the problem is still there. So I'm like lost now, and I have to go get it done. And I like with my car, I like fixing it myself, so I don't have to spend quadruple the money to pay for some redneck mechanic to fix my truck instead of me. You know what I mean? Like I like fixing it myself because it's one cheaper, two I learned something, three I'm not spending like $600 on something. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So I had to change my brake caliper because my piston isn't grabbing the brake fully. And I change it and it's still not doing it. So I'm like, oh man. And I don't have all my tools and like all my stuff here. So I can't just like go out to the parking lot and do it if I want. So I'm forced.
To like
That's
actually
the
have
low.
a mechanic do it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Huh. That's a
That's the
reach.
low. Random thing of the week. What's a random thing? Um, hmm. I got Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Is it good?
I haven't really played it yet because I've been on this Dark Souls kick, but it will be played after I finish the Soulsborne stuff I have. Because I don't know, something finally clicked with me in Dark Souls, and I was like, oh my god, wait, it's actually like really good. What about you? What was the low of the week?
So you know how I was like mega hyping up that show I was talking about, Basilisk?
Yeah.
I watched like 3 episodes and it's not really what I thought it was. It's like it's like it's a lot less about like, a juicy romance. Um compared to like what compared to with like the politics, it's more a lot more like focused on the politics, and it doesn't really have uh like the characters are kind of forgettable.
Mm.
Um uh which is a little bit of a shame. Can't I can't even lie because I was like really I don't know, like it was just kind of boring, you know?
Yeah.
Um I watched like 3 episodes on Tuesday and I haven't like watched any more since, which was kind of disappointing.
Right.
Um yeah, I think it's that. Uh
All right. And then just a random thing.
Random thing?
Just a random
Um
thing. It could be like literally anything.
um, oh, um, I had lunch with my grandma on Thursday, and she came over, and I showed her Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Is that an anime?
No, it's a movie.
Okay.
You never heard of Monty Python before?
No.
Oh my God, it is the greatest comedy of all time.
Yeah.
Yes. Um,
Who's in it?
I showed that to her. Uh, and she absolutely loved it. So that's a random thing. Also,
Who's in that? Who's in that?
I
Like
don't
actors?
I don't really know the names of the actors. I'm gonna be
Oh,
real with you, because it's a movie from 1975. Uh, the one I'm familiar with is John Cleese.
okay.
Uh, Beyond that, I don't know much of the actors' names. But highly recommend it. It's my favorite comedy of all time.
Do you big fan of older movies? Big
Mm,
older movies guy?
I don't know. Not I don't know. Movies is a whole thing. Not that
That's true.
that's way too broad. Way too broad.
I was gonna say like
Um,
I remember a couple older movies I used to watch that were funny. Whereas Weird Science. Weird Science was funny,
Never
and then
heard of that.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Your mom probably knows both of those movies.
I don't know. Uh, oh, I have a game that uh I wanted to try with you.
Okay.
So this is a game that I came up with myself. So basically, I'm gonna set a timer on my phone for 1 minute, and basically for 1 minute you have to Rick, by the way, you have to tell a person about anything. It can be like any topic whatsoever, and you have to tell them like a minute's worth of information. And at the end of the 1 minute, you ask them 3 to 5 questions about the information you just told them.
Okay. Wait. So I give. So like it's based off a character.
It's based off anything.
Okay, and I give you information.
Yes. So you tell me about anything for like a minute, and then at the end of the minute, you ask me like 3 questions about what you just told me about to see how well I remember what you just told
Oh God, I'm gonna suck at this. Oh, I'm actually
It's
about to
fun.
suck at this.
So like
Okay.
you could do Dark Souls, you could do Halo, you could do like fucking military shit, it can be anything.
Okay. And do you want me to go first?
Yeah, yeah, I do, because I need to think of something first.
I also need to think of something.
Okay.
Um,
I have
well,
the
while we think
timer
of
ready.
something,
Huh?
because I think I already might have something, but I forgot because what was it called? I have a severely high anime take before we play this game.
Oh, okay.
So I'm watching My Hero Academia also, right? Fan base, it's the worst on the planet.
Well,
But
like
I'm not gonna let that.
watching it for the first time, or like
No, no, I'm
rewatching it?
picking it back up after like 5 years.
Oh, how many seasons did you get into it? The first
I'm
one?
on so when I finished it at the time, there were only 3 seasons out. There are now
Oh,
7.
okay.
I'm on season 5. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so I've been watching it. Um, it's
Well,
really good,
keep in mind,
right?
I don't know anything about My Hero. I haven't seen it yet.
It's a great show. I'm not gonna let the fandom ruin it for me because that is like the biggest thing. The fandom, Dylan, it's so bad. It is so bad.
I've heard.
You've heard
Um,
horror stories?
I mean, yeah, but I also don't really interact with fandoms much. So, what are you talking about? What is this hot take
All
of
right,
yours?
all right, all right. Deku is a better MC than Gon, and the whole anime is better than Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
With that being said, I would also rather watch My Hero Academia than One Piece.
Because of the
That's the
pacing,
big one.
you mean?
Yeah, yeah. There's no recap unless it's an intro to a new season.
But you like One Piece better, right?
I
In general?
uh, I don't know. I think it's like a low key tie
Really?
because
Wow.
I fuck with One Piece. I fuck with One Piece heavy, but it's just like. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying My Hero is the greatest thing in the world. It's just a good show. That's all it is.
Is that what
And
you think
I,
about One Piece too?
see, that's the thing. I think the manga is really good, but the show is just like, I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
And I would literally
That's
get murdered for that comment on the internet. I would literally get like doxxed for saying I'd rather watch My Hero than Hunter x Hunter and One Piece. But
well,
it's
that's
not.
why
It's not for.
I mean that's why I don't have Twitter.
I do have Twitter, but not for fandom purposes.
I mean, like it doesn't even fucking matter. Some way if you never post about it, you get flamed on Twitter for that.
Yeah, if I post that on Twitter, I might actually
It's
get
just how
decimated.
Twitter fucking works. Twitter would find a way to find you, even if you would say nothing about it.
Yep,
Um,
that is the internet.
you ready to play the game?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna start the timer now.
All right. So I wait. Hold on. Wait. Reset. I gotta. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me
Oh.
just collect all the information I'm thinking of.
Tell me when you're ready to go.
Okay. Hmm. Okay,
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Time has started.
All right, so we're talking about Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1, there is a secret cutscene for a boss fight called Sif the Wolf in the Abyss Watchers DLC, or the Abyss Walkers. It's a secret fight scene. So if you go into the DLC before you go into the boss fight, normally, like in the normal round of the game, you'll get a different cutscene where she remembers you. With that being said, there's a demon in Lost Izalith that was once a human in the lore. That's why he drops a chaos flame for the original people that populated the city before its downfall. Um, you do not have to fight the Iron Golem in Sen's Fortress. You could skip that whole fight completely by just janking it and making him fall off the map. It's easy. It's the easiest fight in the game. Um, the Channeler in the Undead Chapel is a NPC and not an enemy. You can actually like I don't know, cheese it, just fuck around with him, and he just like sells you items and shit. All the fire keepers at Firelink Shrine have been affected by the
Done.
flame when you light the flame. Oh, it's
Done.
done. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now ask me 3 questions based on the shit you just told me.
I feel like this is not that hard. What boss fight can I skip in Dark Souls 1?
The Iron Golem one, because you can cheese it.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh, um, what boss has a secret cutscene?
Not remember the name. It's the one in the Abyss Walkers DLC.
Yep.
Is that count
No, you
or
got you got to get the name. You got to get the name.
oh I don't know the name. I don't remember the name.
Okay, okay, that's one. Okay, so that's what Civ the Wolf.
Oh, that was it. Okay. So
It's literally a giant wolf with a sword.
okay, so one right, one wrong.
And then what what's the name of the NPC in the Undead Chapel that actually isn't an NPC or like it's a mob, but it's actually an NPC. What's his name?
I don't remember. Uh,
I'll give you. Do you want a hint?
sure.
It's 2 words, and one of them is the. So
The
it's the thing.
merchant?
That's a good guess. No.
Ah, okay. That was, yeah, that's bad. Wait, you see the challenge of this game now?
Yeah, I'm about to die. It's the Chandler.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, see, you made that really hard by going really spontaneous with your
Yeah,
information instead of like a steady stream of information.
yeah.
So,
I started yapping about Dark Souls.
uh, okay, I gotta think about what you want to talk about. Okay, all right, I think I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna start my timer in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, the current world champion of chess is Dean Loren, but he is not the highest rated player currently. The current #1 in the world is Magnus Carlsen, who also has the highest rating of all time ever achieved with a ELO of 2889. He is in contention with 1 or 2 other players, depending on how you view it. It's basically an argument between these three of who is the actual greatest chess player of all time. It's between him, Bobby Fischer, who is the greatest American chess player of all time, or Gary Kasparov. who I think is the greatest chess player of all time, over Magnus Carlsen because of the fact that he was world champion for like 20, 25 years. And I feel like until Magnus Carlsen reaches that level of legacy, I will still consider him the best. I don't really see Bobby Fischer in that category though.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I rem- I remember a lot of names already, but the
Okay.
problem is I don't remember the stats.
So what is Magnus Carlsen's peak rating?
Yeah, I don't know. I just know he's. Well, you said
It's
Ding
it's
Liren was the best, was like considered the best, right?
it's 2889.
2889. Okay.
So that's already one wrong. So who do I think is the greatest chess player of all time?
Um, you said Garrett Kasparov
Yes, good. You got that one right.
because he's better than he. You said he was better than Carlson because you think he's better than Carlson because he was a world champion for what'd you say 25 years?
Yes, yes, for
Okay.
longer. Yes.
Okay.
And then who is the current world champion?
Ding Liren.
Good. All right, you got two out of three. That's pretty
Hell
good.
yeah.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, let me think of another one. Let me think of something. Um,
Did you like that game?
yeah, it was pretty fun. It's just hard to think of information. Like I'm trying to think.
I know. It challenges your like quick memory and quick thinking, uh, which I like.
Let me think of something. hmm. Hmm. Damn, this is hard to think about because you have to think of a lot of compressed information.
I know. That's why I really like this.
Um. Um. Trying to think of a good one. Okay. Uh.
Ready to set the timer?
Give me like 1 second.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. I got. All right.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. Go.
Persona's dog, Koromaru, is actually based on a real dog named Hachiko, an Akita breed who died in 1935 after becoming something of a celebrity in Japan. He had a professor who, as an owner, named Hidesa Buru Ueno, I forgot his name, and they lived in Shibuya Station. Uh, oh, I'm cooked. What was the other thing I had? Yeah, I'm fucked. That's all I got. No, it's like the only cool thing I had.
You still have 20 seconds.
Persona 4 references other video games such as Zelda, Super Mario, but also references Witch Detective, which is a prodigy written romantic comedy which involves a girl on her first day at school becomes involved with vampires. The book is said to be almost physically painful to read, which is a clear dig at the popular Twilight series.
Time.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna get all these because I don't even know how the questions. Ready? Okay. What was the professor's name who owned Koromaru in real life?
Hideyasu Boryuyan, whatever his name is. I couldn't remember.
I'll give it to you because he's got a weird name. What's the dog's name?
Akiba. Akiba, Akibe, something like that.
No, Hachiko. He was an Akita breed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. When did the dog die?
1935.
There you go.
Let's go. Okay. All
You
right.
a dog person or a cat person?
Cats. Definitely. Don't get me wrong. I have three dogs. I love them. But my energy has always been more of a cat person.
That's fair. I'm a dog person.
Um, give me a minute. I still gotta think about
I'll give you a second to collect information. I'm going to grab something from my bathroom real quick.
okay. Okay.
Ah, W.
Okay. Yep. I'm ready. Yes, I do. I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna start the timer now. Okay, so Augustus was the most famous emperor of the Roman Empire because he was the very first one. He set the standard for the emperors that would go after him, and he is considered the best by basically every historian. Diocletian is another very famous emperor, and to me the second best, and there's arguability for him to be, in my opinion, better than Augustus because he not only split the empire, which is a misconception. He did do that, but it's a lot more complicated than that. He established a system of junior emperors with like Galerius as his, and then Constantius and other ones like that. I don't remember all the names, but he was co-emperors with Maximilian. And then Trajan is another famous Roman emperor because he made the empire's borders to its max extent in 117 AD.
Okay.
All right. What year did Trajan make the Roman Empire to its biggest expanse?
Damn, I didn't hear that one. I
It
didn't
was
hear that one at all.
117 AD. I threw that one in at the very end.
117 AD. I literally, in my head when you asked me that question, my first thing was, I knew it was wrong, but I swear I heard you say 1780.
It was 117 AD.
Yeah, you can see the misconception, but yeah, okay.
Um, who was Diocletian's co-emperor?
Maximilian.
Yeah, good. I didn't think you'd get that one. Um, and then final question. Do I think that Diocletian is a better emperor than Augustus?
You said he was the second best choice, arguably the better choice.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Uh, I think that's probably enough. But did you like that?
Yeah, it was a good game.
I
It's
don't have a
hard.
I don't have a name for it though.
Are you smarter than a high schooler?
No, no,
Just
no.
yapping.
We can't, we can't go with that. Um,
What else is there?
what about like minute memory or something like that?
What's that?
Minute memory. What do you think of that?
Minute memory's good.
You like that name?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna call it that from now on. Oh, yeah, things we were talking about last week. You how you were telling me about like how the Acolyte episode 3 was just absolute
Oh my
shit.
god. How
You
bad was it, Dylan?
or you heard
How?
about yeah. So I watched it like directly after we did the recording. Um, or maybe it was the next morning. I can't quite remember.
I saw you drop the video on it.
You saw the title, I'm assuming, right?
Dude, it's bad.
Um, the third episode was, I will say, it's not like, it's not quite so bad to the point where it makes the Acolyte like the worst Star Wars show. Because in my mind, nothing can beat Obi-Wan, the Obi-Wan show for the worst Star Wars show. Um,
I'd rather watch Obi-Wan than the Acolyte. Just because, like,
well,
at
you,
least there's something cool.
well, you haven't even seen it though.
I've seen the first episode, but I don't have my Disney Plus anymore.
Oh, I didn't think I did. I thought you told me you hadn't watched it at all.
I have to finish. I have to finish it, but I just know it's, uh, yeah. Well, like my thing is like, so
The
far,
Obi-Wan show was such a colossal fuck up that like like that episode at least I dropped it after the third episode, so I don't know if it gets worse, but
what Obi-Wan
according
or
to Morse Critical
Acolyte?
it does. According to Morse Critical it does because I watched his like review on the fourth episode and apparently it gets even worse. But um but yeah, it was very bad. It's the first time I've ever like genuinely in a long time I've like genuinely like fucking cringed. Like, I know
Yeah,
I know that like it's thrown around as like, oh, this thing is cringe and whatnot, right?
right. But
Dog,
it is really
I I
cringe.
I I legit like cringed in made painful groans at how unbelievably bad the dialogue was. Oh
Yep.
my god. It was so bad.
It. My thing is, I'd rather like. How do I put this? I don't like the Obi-Wan show as much as the next guy, but like as a prequel, I like the prequels the best. That's just me. And seeing Darth Vader and Obi-Wan fight post Mustafar before, episode 4 was really I thought that was cool as fuck.
Don't get me wrong. Some good things about Obi-Wan. I'm not saying it was like all bad. I think like the first episode where it's like really, you know, introspective about like, his struggles and his like, PTSD and shit. That's really good
Yeah.
stuff. Um,
Yeah.
but then, like, this is why I said it's such a colossal fuck up because, um, it doesn't know what the hell it's doing with the plot. Um,
Right.
and so the entire thing, it feels like a giant mess. The writing is so bad, like the plot direction doesn't make any damn sense. Like, why would Obi-Wan, after, like, being on his own for that long and like being sworn to, like, why out of nowhere did he suddenly be like, "Oh, I must rescue Rhea?" It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's
Right.
bullshit. Um, I kind of remember. There are also a ton of plot holes. Um, and they're bigger than the holes that the lightsaber wounds leave in every character that isn't killed by a lightsaber, by the way. Um,
Yeah.
and also, I'm not blaming the actress, but Reva has got to be one of the worst Star Wars characters of all time.
Is that the main character with the dreads?
No, no. Well, that's the villain. The Inquisitor.
Oh, okay. We're
Um.
talking about Obi-Wan. Talking about Obi-Wan still.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, why I think it's the worst. Because yeah, Reva was just a terrible concept for a villain that just didn't work at all. Um,
Right.
and um, and also, the show breaks canon multiple times. Um, I don't know if you knew that. And also the music is terrible.
In
Uh,
Obi-Wan?
yes.
I don't really remember it being standout bad.
The only thing that was good about it was the theme that John Williams composed. Natalie Holt did shit for the score. It was just like a bunch of forgettable tracks that didn't incorporate any of the main Star Wars themes, which I'm gonna shoe in, by the way, in like the critical moments. Like, why was there? You heard it in the trailer. Why was there no like Duel of the Fates or Battle of the Heroes remix when Obi-Wan and Anakin fought, which was one of the few good things.
Right.
Um, and also, that was the Star Wars show that I was the most excited for out of any other one, and so it was just incredibly disappointing.
Yeah. Which is
So that's
fair,
why I
honestly. I
think
mean,
that's why I think it's the worst. Go White is pretty damn bad though. The only thing that I've really been liking is the action, because the action is pretty decent. Um, but then you run into the problem that there's there's like Jedi that are being killed, like Jedi Masters that are being killed by knife wounds, according to the Disney consistency, anyways. Um, and um, and then it gets even worse because in the second episode, um, May, or whatever the fuck her name is, she goes to kill another Jedi, but it's like this Jedi that's like in fucking deep, intense meditation, right? Um,
right.
so apparently he's been like that for like 10 years, right? He has like this force field around him, and he does nothing but meditate all day. Okay. Um,
Right.
you want to know the way that May kills this guy?
Huh.
It's by developing a poison and talking him into dying.
That's Jesus, man.
I'm not even joking. That's legit how it happens, and it's insanely stupid.
How did you feel about Ahsoka?
Really liked Ahsoka. I thought Ahsoka was a great show.
I
Um,
agree.
and
I think I'm glad you think so.
That's because Dave Filoni was once again at the helm, and he knows how to fucking do Star Wars.
Yeah.
And you know,
What's her name? Kathleen Kennedy.
as bad as Mando season three was, I don't blame that fuck up on Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. I blame that on Disney rushing it out more than
Yeah.
anything, honestly, because you know, they did an amazing job with the first two seasons. Those are goated Star Wars.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, it
and
was.
the only reason that shit is because, you know, they rushed out Book of Boba Fett and then Mando season three because Disney wanted to sell merchandise.
Yep.
So that's the only reason that was bad. But yeah, Acolyte is just it's not good.
Yeah. I don't
um
really like. I'm not even like watching a lot of Star Wars anymore. Like, just because it's just like hard to watch.
I gave up on the Marvel shows as
I gave up
well.
on Marvel after Endgame, bro. Like, I literally
Oh
like
really?
Endgame happened, and
No.
I was like, yeah, that was really fucking good. But I don't know what they're gonna like. I'm not. I don't plan on watching Marvel movies until they drop like until they come back with like I don't know like X-Men movies that are actually good
Okay,
or like
so then I have a couple
Fantastic Four.
questions. I have a couple questions then. Did you watch Far From Home?
Oh yeah, I forgot that was after Endgame. Fuck yeah, I watched Far From Home.
Did you watch No Way Home
I
when
watched
that
all this.
came?
I've seen every Spider-Man movie. And all the Tom Holland ones I've seen in theaters.
Okay, so you
On
did
release day.
watch those ones.
Yes.
You watched those Marvel movies, if nothing else.
It's not that I haven't seen some of the Marvel movies after. It's just I don't think some of them are good.
Okay, did you see Shang-Chi?
I did see Shang-Chi.
What'd you think of that one?
It was fine. I wasn't crazy about it, but it was good. You know, it was good.
Eternals was mid as fuck.
Oh my god! I literally left the theater.
Oh,
I
really?
was
Did you think it was
no,
that bad?
I was with a friend, and we were like, "Let's go see a movie." And the only thing I think that was in the theaters was Eternals. And I'm watching Eternals, and I'm
I
like,
thought it
"Yo,
was fine.
it was the most boring movie I think I've." Dude, it was so boring. Guardians 3 was amazing.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm really glad
Guardians.
that that was as good as it was because that was like my most anticipated Phase Four thing for like um, um
Are, are
even
you
like
excited?
when that whole thing about like James Gunn's like old social media tweets came out and then Disney fired him for a bit and I was like no I want Guardians 4 to happen please.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it being a trilogy.
um
I think Marvel's in a state where they like, dude, they have no choice but to rely. You know, the Avengers story they have, it's not over, but like it's over. You know what I mean? Like for right now. And
Yeah,
I think it would be.
well, you want to know like how I know I was done with the Marvel shows. There was like one, I think it came out like January or something. It was called like Echo or something. It was a spin-off of a character. It was based on a character. It was a spin-off. It was based on the character that appeared in Hawkeye. Um, and which I like that show, but like. Um, I literally did not give a shit about watching it at all.
Right. And
That
it's
was my
weird because
sign. Like that was my sign. I was just done with Marvel. The only Marvel show that I am going to actually finish is Vision season two.
WandaVision.
No, no. What if? I mean, what if?
Okay.
Because that is actually legit, like really fucking good.
I agree.
Um, and you know, I've always I was a huge fan of that when it came out back in 2021. So you know that for me is like for sure a must finish. But honestly, I think that's it. Like you know, unless there's something really like
What about
fucking
Loki?
Loki. Okay, well Loki's an exception in everything, just because you know. T- uh, Tom Tom Hiddleston is a fantastic actor. Loki season 2 was really good, by the way. If
I haven't watched it.
you haven't watched Loki season 2?
Yeah, I guess it's hard for me to care about Marvel anymore. Like the
Okay,
only Marvel movie I'm excited.
I will say I have similar thinking now, but Loki season 2 was really good.
I want like so I haven't really paid attention, but Deadpool 3, right, coming out, that puts Deadpool and Wolverine in the MCU, right?
I honestly don't know. I haven't seen a single Deadpool movie.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them.
How? Deadpool's great.
I don't know. Just look weird.
Deadpool's one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Oh, I don't know.
It's
Um,
funny. It's like funny. It's got good comedy because Deadpool's like a joke. You know what I mean?
I've heard that like I know it has Ryan Reynolds in it. I've heard it's like a comedy or whatever.
It's a
Um,
comedy, but also a superhero movie. It's Deadpool 1 and 2. They're funny. They're good. It's like it's kind of like watching. Imagine like Venom, but like better.
oh, did I ever tell you? I've only seen the first one. I meant to see like Let There Be Carnage or whatever the sequel was called, but I never got
Let There
around
Be
to
Carnage was terrible. Let There Be Carnage was so bad.
it.
Apparently,
Never.
I
What'd you think of the
I also
original Venom? What'd you think of the original?
how are you? Okay, okay. All right. Here's what I don't understand. How are you gonna make a Venom movie and then make a second Venom movie, and now they're making a third Venom movie?
I saw the trailers for that.
How in God's green earth do you not have a Spider-Man yet?
Well,
I don't get it.
I think that's because like in the end credit scene of No Way Home, they had Tom Hardy in it.
Yeah, but then they did nothing with it.
Well, not yet, but
They're not gonna do anything with it either. I guarantee
uh,
you.
so what do you think of the first Venom movie?
It was fine.
Did I ever tell you I showed it to my grandparents?
No, you showed it to your grandparents, and then what happened?
Granddad still says it's the worst movie he's ever seen.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean,
It was not a very good decision by me. Um, I don't really know what I was thinking doing that. I just know I really wanted to watch it at the time. I don't know, must
what
have been.
about what about have you seen the Joker?
Yes, I have.
You like the Joker? I love the Joker.
It was a decent movie. I'd say like 6.5 out of 10.
I love that movie to death.
I thought Joaquin Phoenix was really good. Um, I was mostly like, you know, I mostly bought it was mostly like, you know, the thing I liked was his acting, not necessarily the character that much. I wasn't really invested in the character a whole
I
lot.
was.
Um, uh, Besides that, the only DC movie that I really like is The Dark Knight.
You don't like the whole trilogy?
I've only seen The Dark Knight.
Oh, what?
Like I've meant to like get around to watching Batman Begins. I've heard Dark Knight Rises isn't as good. Um but Dark Knight is like uh my 15th favorite movie of all time.
The Batman trilogy is my favorite superhero trilogy ever.
Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah. Will it be changed when the third Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie comes out? Yes. Yes, it will. But for now, 'cause I will, I guarantee you that is going to be the best video game. That not video game. Fuck am I on? The best superhero trilogy ever is going to be the Spider-Man Across
I I
stuff.
I I I fully
Oh
agree.
hell no!
In fact, Across the Spider-Verse was my movie of last year.
And
Like,
rightfully so.
uh, it was I thought, which one did you like better?
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. That's such a hard question.
For me, they're tied, literally tied. I can't pick between them. They're both just as fucking incredible. They're now tied at the same spot where Into the Spider-Verse is on my favorite movies list.
Yeah, I think that's genuinely fair. I mean, it's just so good. Like everything about everything in those movies is just so fucking
Yeah,
peak. Like dude, Across though, like that, I can't believe that was already a year ago.
almost, right?
Nah, did it come
Or
out in
what?
June or July?
I thought it was July. Maybe it was June.
That was definitely cooked. It was definitely like a year ago
Mm.
because I remember I saw it like five times.
Did you watch Oppenheimer?
Did I? I don't honestly remember.
That was a great
Uh,
movie.
I remember like the Oppenheimer Barbie, like Barbenheimer, like
Oh, that whole like debacle, you know?
I remember Barbenheimer, and I remember Taylor made me go watch Barbie, and I
Was
fell
it
asleep the whole time.
was it good?
Like for women, yeah.
You didn't like it?
I mean, like I didn't hate it. I was just like I made a like if they made a GI Joe movie, and I was like, dude, you have to watch this. To my, to my girlfriend, it's like obviously you're not going to be into GI Joe. You know what I mean? That's just like an example. I'm not into GI Joe either. That's just like an example.
I didn't see that, but like Christopher Nolan is my favorite director, so I of course saw Oppenheimer. It was like 6 months after it came out, but I did see it. It was a very good movie.
I need to go back. I need to go back and watch it. Well, I don't know if I mentioned this. I don't remember if I mentioned this in another episode. I can't remember. Don't remember at all. You can tell me if I did or not. But I watched Princess Mononoke.
Did mention that?
Did I have I mentioned that? Did I mention that in another
I
episode? I don't remember.
think so, but I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I Either way, it's the second. I've only seen two Ghibli movies, so
Yeah, I've only seen three.
like it was pretty good. I mean,
Princess Mononoke was see, I don't know if I can say it's my favorite because I rewatched Howl's Moving Castle back in like November or something. I think that like my it'd be my favorite.
I really liked.
There
Actually, I
was
take it back. Princess Mononoke was good, but I don't know. I didn't really like the ending. I don't know what else it could be. I just wasn't. I was like, really? I was like, huh,
yeah,
that's it.
I remember you told me about this definitely. You didn't like the ending very much.
I didn't hate it though. Like I was just like, huh, it's over. Unfortunate, because I feel like they
What?
could have.
Okay, okay. What anime do you think has the worst ending?
Um, worst ending. What's an ending that I like? I think about and I'm like, damn, that's terrible.
Or like one that made you like fucking pissed off?
I feel like a lot of people didn't like Hunter x Hunter's ending because it's not over,
That
but it's
doesn't
over because
count.
he's dead.
That doesn't count.
Okay, yeah, because that doesn't piss me off at all because I don't care about Hunter x
It's
Hunter.
yeah.
But
It's also not over yet, so it doesn't count.
um, hmm, hmm. Akame ga Kill's ending.
I've heard
Really,
that was a pretty bad one. Never seen the show though.
um, yeah, I didn't really like that. Another bad anime ending a lot of people don't like is that I don't really care because I didn't really love the show. I thought it was fine, but I didn't really like. I wasn't mad about it. Was Angel Beats.
Oh, really? Interesting.
People don't like the ending to Angel Beats, and I didn't love it, but I just didn't like I was like something to be mad over. You know what I mean?
Because
Like
that's a show that's been like pretty high on my watch list for a while.
it's not a bad show. Don't get me wrong. It's just like
The show isn't really your thing?
I didn't think it was bad. I did not like it. I don't know. I was just like, cool. Finish this show. On to the next. I didn't really. For
Let's
me,
see
it
if
wasn't bad. It was just nothing to write. It was just nothing to rave over. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to see if there's any shows on here that I didn't really like the ending.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners show's amazing. Ending made me mad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you seen Edge Runners?
I still haven't yet. Uh,
Yeah, that should be. It's so you can finish it today. It's not long.
well, like, I have a short list of shows I want to finish first out of my gigantic fucking watch list of shows. Um, I mean, I like the Evangelion ending. I wouldn't blame if someone thought it was shit, though.
Yeah, me too. Have you seen the movies?
No,
I the movies honestly make Evangelion. Not gonna lie,
I don't really
because
care. Well, see, here's the thing. I'm sure I don't really care that much because I was satisfied with the ending to Evangelion. It was confusing, and I definitely had to watch at least two or three analysis videos on it, but I was satisfied with it.
right. Well, I think it's what there's 26 episodes.
I think, yeah, yeah, that sounds right.
You're supposed to watch 24, then watch the end of Evangelion the movie, then watch 25 to 26, and then there's
What?
the other movies that are like that have
What the
recently come out. It
fuck?
takes
What? Why?
that's yeah. Yes, that's all I gotta say.
Oh, okay then. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm satisfied with the end of Evangelion. I thought it was really good. So, yeah, I don't like. Oh, okay. Well, Platinum End. That I didn't think the ending was bad, but it was fucking crazy. Like
Yeah.
it like threw everything off the fucking rails. That's the best way that I can describe that. You uh a couple other people I've talked to, they really hate the ending. I didn't hate it, but it was very weird. And like I said, it was like total 180.
Yeah, what am I watching? I'm watching My Hero. I'm watching Horimiya. I thought it was Horiyama, and then what is this fucking show called that I've been watching? It's the name is not what it should be. It's got an angel in it, and she like comes down, lives with this dude.
Oh, that angel in an apartment show or something.
Yeah, we look at the list. It's studio apartment, good lighting, angel included.
Is that good?
Yeah, yeah. I think
So,
it's fun.
there's this show that I keep seeing like everywhere that apparently is like this recent show that I really am like tempted to watch.
What is it?
Have you watched a show called Ya Boy Kong Ming?
What? No.
The Japanese name is like Papriki Kume, I think.
What is it called?
Papriki Kume is the apparently it's a 2022 show.
That's when
Um,
I stopped watching anime. So
so it's about this guy, Juge
okay.
Kongming. He's like a reputation as one of the greatest tacticians of the Three Kingdoms period in third century China. He falls gravely ill during a battle. Um, And as he's about to die, he wishes that he could reincarnate into a more peaceful era. And then he wakes up in modern day Tokyo with a younger body and memories intact. And then he meets this singer and um who like teaches him about what's going on, and then he becomes her like manager or whatever, and he uses
Huh.
like his practical knowledge in the music industry. So it's like a reverse isekai type shit, and it just sounds really good.
You know, there's an anime with Jesus and Buddha just like chilling in an apartment in Tokyo.
Yes, I have heard about that, but this one I don't know why. I just saw it somewhere. I looked up the synopsis. And I just thought it looked really good, even though I'm normally like not into shows like that. It just sounded really good.
You don't like isekais?
Huh. Yeah, it's hard to explain what I mean. But I don't know. It just seems like a really good show.
Right.
It's got
Yeah,
like
it
an
seems chill.
8.14 on Mal, so it's pretty highly rated. Um, and apparently like the opening is like really popular.
My one of my favorite openings still is from a trash show, the Domestic Girlfriend.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that.
Have you watched Domestic Girlfriend?
Hell the fuck no.
Good. The opening is
Sounds
so good though.
Sounds absolutely awful. I think I would hate it, but the opening goes mega hard.
Dude, I genuinely still listen to that artist. I like the girl who sings that. I forget. I genuinely forgot her name because I can't. Well, obviously I can't read Japanese, but on Spotify, I like looked it up. Good songs, bro. I be jamming, and I'm
Okay.
like,
I
God,
am I am going uh I'm going to send you the link to this, and just tell
okay,
me what you think.
okay, on Discord.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna DM it to you.
Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna look at it, and then I probably have to go. I have to eat.
Oh, okay.
Your
All right.
boy Kongming.
That's
Okay.
apparently the English name. I've only seen a part of the opening, but it just it made me look up the show, and the show legit sounds really good.
Yeah, no, I've never seen this, but it looks really funny so far. This came out 2022.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it said on Mal. It's like spring 2022, apparently, which I didn't realize it was that recent.
I've never heard of this. Seems chill.
I was watching like some anime opening quiz, I think, and that's where I first saw this. And I was like, what the
Right.
hell is this? So I looked it up, and it actually sounds like a good show.
Right.
Even
Damn, I'm gonna
though,
have to. I don't even know. There's so many animes. Now that I'm back into it, I have to. There's so many things I have to watch.
and the opening is like the I haven't seen like the entire like opening video, but like the clips I've seen, it kind of is like a is low key a mega banger.
Right. I
What do
would.
you what do you think?
Hmm. Say it again
What do you think
about
of
the
the
show.
opening? Yeah.
It looks like the art in the back. It looks interesting. It looks good. Like
Yeah, yeah. It looks like an interesting show.
yeah.
I'm definitely watching it at some point. It's
I don't
not
think
on
I
my
can.
like immediate short list. I know you have to go soon, but like, I just want to read you the shit that's on my immediate short list. Um, which is like a shortened version of my watch list, which has like 100 something shows.
Jesus.
Uh, so I've got 86, Angel Beats, Bakano, Black Lagoon, Darker Than Black, Fully Cooley, Kill la Kill, Samurai Champloo, Serial
Mm,
Experiments Lane, Promise Neverland, Suki ga Kure, Vivi Floret's I Song, Welcome to the NHK, and Terror in Resonance.
okay. I'm watching Horimiya, My Hero, Studio Apartment, Angel Thing. I'm just gonna call it Angel Apartment. I'm calling it Angel Apartment. I don't give a fuck. Angel
Okay.
Apartment.
Okay.
Uh, Bungo Stray Dogs. I hate to say it. This is my announcement. This is my announcement. This is my retirement. I'm just gonna read the manga for One Piece. I'm
Okay.
gonna literally like. I'm just gonna read it, and then when I
All
get
right.
too caught up to where we are on what Egghead or what is it?
Yeah, it's Egghead.
When I get caught up, I will like watch it as it come out because I could watch an episode every Saturday. That's fine. But dude, the motherfucking 500 episodes. I don't have the time for that.
All right. So, yeah. Oh, didn't tell you this. I ordered the first 5 volumes of Berserk.
Oh, I I want to read Berserk very badly. I'm
You
gonna read
haven't
it.
before?
No,
We've talked about Berserk.
I've read a little bit. I haven't finished it.
How much have you read? Because I haven't finished it either.
It's been like 2 years, but I think I read up to where you know when he's in the motherfucking he goes to like the area and there's like the big fat guy in like the castle. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but I hadn't met his love interest yet. I like barely met Griffith.
No, you didn't even make it past like you were only on like second
You,
volume or something. Um,
you
I
know how they have the big books.
the deluxe edition or whatever.
I finished the first deluxe edition.
Oh, okay. I was reading it online. The reason I ordered the first 5 volumes is because I want to start collecting manga volumes.
The coolest manga I own is the complete Part 4 of JoJo in a box set from Japan.
Nice. I have like two omnibuses of Attack on Titan, and that's it. Um, but we still have the first 6 volumes, I think, altogether. So yeah, I ordered that. I think it's arriving sometime next week. And I'm really excited about that. Uh, and then I decided to start with Berserk, but like I probably am gonna be collecting a lot of manga. This can be a very slow, gradual, and expensive process. And then um I I also got Fruits Basket and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood posters as well.
W.
And it makes the number of posters in my room exactly 30.
That's what's up. I used to have so many, bro. I used to have a wall. Before I lived in the basement, I lived upstairs and I had a room and the entire wall was covered in posters from just it was just one wall that was just all posters. And my old room was huge.
Yeah,
I guess my old room because I don't live there
I love
anymore.
me
But
my posters, but I've gotten a poster for literally everything I could possibly think of.
yeah,
Now I want to focus on collecting manga volumes.
yeah. All right. Well,
Uh,
with that, I'm gonna eat.
okay, yeah, it's probably lunchtime for me too soon.
Yep.
But yeah, great episode. We're going for an hour
Yes,
and
sir.
21 here.
Hell yeah.
Been fun as always, and
Sir.
we'll see everyone later. Bye.
See y'all. Bye.